British Grand Prix week here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live for the British Sim Racers Touring Car Championship from the home of British Motorsport, Silverstone circuit. Andrew Woodhouse alongside Adam Bath and iRacing World Championship driver Alex Simpson. And Alex, rounds 56 to 59 tonight. I know you love this circuit. What makes it so special?
Well, home track really. I think that's what makes it so special. But actually, no, it's got a wonderful flow to it. You've got to love the high-speed nature of this circuit. The historic one is even faster as well. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting meet. It's going to be tough for people to overtake. I expect we'll see large packs like we always do. But yeah, people will have to get their elbows out somewhat to get moves done.
The man whose attendance record is fractionally better than Lewis Hamilton's, Adam Bath, joins us as well. Adam, foggy conditions here, and well, we are set for a great evening's action, aren't we?
Yeah, I think if we had conditions like this on Sunday, I think we'd all be rubbing our eyes. Yeah, looking forward to this one. The historic Grand Prix circuit usually provides good racing, but we were talking before we came on air that it does remove maybe one or two overtaking points, mainly them being the Club and Abbey chicanes. But we'll get to see shades of the Senna versus Prost battles of '93, I think, the flat-out Abbey left-hander going under bridge. So I'm looking forward to this one, and yeah, the championship's is pretty close going into this one as well.
And don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic layout, this one. Great to drive. Does hurt the racing slightly, in my opinion, but I think it's going to be fun. We've got 4 races for you tonight, 9 laps of each, and we're just coming to the end of the 10-minute qualifying session, and well, it's a good job these cars now come equipped with headlights, I think. Maybe fog lights are needed, Alex, more than anything else.
Yeah, it's only the second time we've seen a bit of fog, isn't it, this season? And yeah, the
third time,
seemed...
I think you missed the last one.
Oh, did I? Oh, there you go, third time. Yeah, so the admins obviously are liking a little bit of that ever since Le Mans when they put it in that first one. So, yeah. It is what it is, isn't it?
It doesn't compare to the fog we saw at the Nürburgring last year.
Well, no, we couldn't see about 25 metres ahead of us. You know? That was just crazy.
To talk about British weather, but I mean, it's ridiculous. Adam, can you take us through the championship standings then ahead of this meeting? As, well, the BSRTC is coming home. It's coming. Touring cars are coming home.
There you go then. Let's run through the championship standings. I should also mention that when we were at WEC at Silverstone in April, we had snow on the day of qualifying. David Baker leads the way in the championship standings. He's 400 points ahead of Stelin Chepelewski in second, Wojciech Svidovic in third, Ben Hackerson fourth, Dan Kraft in fifth, and Alex Smolensky up a position after a good race meeting at Virginia last week in 6th, 7th Richard Gorp, 8th Michael Hall at 3 places, then Nicole Foggy in 9th, and 10th Jack McIntyre. The big absentee you may have seen is that Sven Glatzel has dropped 7 positions after what transpired at Virginia. Nicole Foggy leads the way in the AM standings, 156 points ahead of John Roberts and Stuart Atkinson, those two boosted teammates. Then Roy Ververke in 4th, 5th Max Wright, 6th Andrew Whitehead, 7th Stephen Backstep, 8th Laura Bonds, 9th Thorstein Helgeson, and 10th for Ross McFarlane. And in the teams, Apex Racing lead the way. I think they got more wins than CQR last week at Virginia, but so the lead advantage has now gone up to 264 points. ProSim in 3rd, Boosted in 4th. That is a change there. And then CQR Race up in 5th, Fanatec 6th, Northern Lights Racing in 7th, SimGear in 8th, Automech Knockhill 9th, and then more Pro-Am teams with GT Omega with Team Mad in 10th, now a unified team, Automech Performance in 11th, and the newly liveried Alphalatech team in 12th.
Which I might not have the livery of. I will check and try and update them. Thanks for pointing that one out.
Is it a green? It should be green, light green, and various different colours. So you'll
couldn't
see
tell you at the minute. Yeah, I couldn't tell you at the minute.
If it's still orange and black, if you're doing it wrong, as they say on the internet.
Yeah, I'm doing it wrong then.
Oh dear. Well, we'll sort that out for race 2, I'm sure.
Not only blame you, Alex, at the fog that we've got at the moment. It'd be hard to pick out the livery.
At the start's going to be interesting, definitely. They rush towards Copse Corner. There's rumours going round, Adam, that Copse is going to be flat at the British Grand Prix this week.
So I'm really glad that my employers, I should say, have not
Who are your employees? I want to know this.
have not got me in till 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so I can get to see the British Grand Prix practice.
There you go.
The downside is that they've got me in on Saturday and Sunday when the qualifying and the race is on. But oh well, let's run you through the grid. Wojciech Savinovic is on the pole. Alongside him on the front row of the grid is iRacing World Championship driver Jamie Fluke. Third is Dave Baker, fourth Michael Hall, fifth Nicole Foggy, sixth Stalin Chepelevsky, seventh Pete Harrod. We always talk every week about how Pete Harrod's developed in this series, and there you go, top 10 again. Colin Cunniff as well, he's along up inside the top 10. Then Ross McFarlane in 9th and Ben Hackerson in 10th. Alex Smolensky 11th, 12th Richard Gore, then Matt Bunn in 13th. Good to see him back after a few weeks. Sven Glatzel in 14th. Good to see him back on form because he has dropped down the championship of recent weeks. Jake Blackhall in 15th. 16th, Dennis Melchert. Two free drivers there that are outside the UK and Ireland in iRacing Club. Then Lorne Murray 17th. George Simmons 18th. 19th, Kip Stevens. And 20th, Jack McIntyre. 21st, Pete Newman. 22nd, Rusty Layla. 23rd, Jamie Ayres. 24th, Mark Woodhouse. 25th, Dan Hunt. 26th, Tristan Bodis. 27th, Lewis Bibby. 28th, is Laura Bonds, 29th Andrew Whitehead, and 30th Scott Malcolm. And then I'll run you through some of the notable penalties that we've got. Dan Kraft, he hasn't set a time in quali. Neither's Julian Janowski, Stuart McFadden, John Roberts. So a few Automech and boosted team drivers are down there. That'll be interesting. Paul Smith, he hasn't set a time. Max Wright, unsurprisingly, after what transpired at the Virginia International Raceway, has a penalty here. He hasn't set a time there. And bringing up the rear in 46th position, it is Craig Evans.
I will say as well, you did miss Stuart Atkinson, Robert Graham, Dave Christie and Maciek Sakovic. So I'm just trying to avoid the wrath of people today after I've had enough wrath on Twitter from Lewis Hamilton fans. But never mind. We shall digress on that one. 9 laps of the Silverstone circuit, the historic layout. Is it going to be a historic evening's racing here at this famous circuit in Northamptonshire?
Green, green, green.
Find out now as the green light is on. It's a good start by Jamie Fluke on the front row. It's already pulling alongside Wojciech Savinovic and heading into Copse Corner. Look at this shot as they're all piling into the corner. It's dusty on the inside as well. Savinovic finds that out because he's slow through the apex of Copse, and Jamie Fluke needs the advantage. He tries to go around the outside, up the inside into Maggots. Good move there. Sideways is Chepelevsky. He's off. He's back on. Can he save it? Has he saved it? Has.
Wow. Credit to Pete Harrod there, who managed to do a good job of avoiding him. Chepelevsky all over the place. One Northern Lights racing car all over the place on the exit of Chapel. And Savinovic going for the lead as we head down the Hanger Straight.
Here we go then. Well, he was in the lead already. He's just under pressure now from... Oh no, you're right. Hit me. Jamie Fluke, I can barely see through the fog, to be honest. Jamie Fluke and David Baker side by side then. Baker qualified well in 3rd and Michael Hall in 4th. I think that might be his best qualifying of the season, Michael Hall. Nico Foggy in 5th, Stalin Chepelevsky dropped down now to 8th position. 7th, sorry, for Cheppy. Alex, was that a fairly clean start from where you were?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I certainly didn't see anything. I'm just having a little look back, and no, looked pretty good. Everybody right under everybody else's rear wings at the minute, so good start. That's what we want to see.
Smolensky and Gore were side by side through Bridge Corner. And, Smolensky wins out on that one. Also side by side is Ben Hackerson, and I think that is Ross McFarlane of Northern Lights Racing. McFarlane gets a good run, best qualifying of the season for McFarlane, I believe, up in 9th. And now pressuring the boosted motorsport car, who are having their best season for sure in this championship, Adam.
Looking well, Northern Lights Racing. Slow down for a racer with CQR car in the background. Rusty Laidler pulling off to the side of the road at the end of the first lap. That's not at all what he wants. It might help him.
Any slow down the first lap absolutely destroys your race.
Definitely, yeah. One advantage for him now is that it will be towards the reverse grid end of the field. But yeah, this battle between Hackerson, McFarlane and Cunniff. Cunniff, who's trying to make some positions back after a poor start, lost 2 positions in the opening exchanges, and they're trying to hassle the boosted cars to head down a Hanger Straight, and McFarlane could fancy his chances here.
Yeah, here we go then. McFarlane, Scotsman in the Northern Lights Racing car, pulls out the slipstream. Doesn't have a go on Ben Hackerson into Stowe Corner. You see Wojciech Savinovic still leads. You can't see a great deal behind him, but I can assure you it is Jamie Fluke then David Baker, Michael Hall, Nickel Foggy in 5th position, and then 6th Pete Harrod. In 7th, it's Elian Chepelevsky.
A memory of racing at Silverstone historic. These packs tend to stay together for the majority of the race. 9 laps here, so yeah, we can expect this front group to pretty much stay with each other for the rest of the race. Baker already trying to get past Jamie Fluke. It's an Apex 1-2. Of course, Fluke filling in for Andreas Katz, who isn't here at the moment.
Yep.
And what a reserve driver they've got.
Amazing reserve driver, one of the best in the world, and Alex knows firsthand about how good Jamie Fluke is, and Irishman, Northern Irishman, Alex doing a fantastic job filling in. He's a former champion, of course, in this series.
Yep, exactly that. Yeah, fantastic driver. Still enjoys the car. He says the latest updates to it as well suit him more now as well, so that's a bit scary, isn't it?
One of my highlights of Jamie Fluke is when he raced despite it being St. Patrick's Day in 2016.
Oh, Dan Hunt up the inside here, I think, on Jamie Ayres.
Yeah, you're right.
Trying to find that in the vast field that we've got.
Corner.
Oh, yeah.
And then get through into Maggots. Yes, he does. Nothing Ayres can do to fight back in Beckett's.
Shows the drivers have got the confidence now. The tyre pressure seems to be up. So only 21 degrees the track temperature. And you can see there, that is car 3. That is Dan Kraft making his way up from the back of the grid after that grid penalty. And now he's trying to get past the SimGear car there of... that is Jamie Ayres, I think.
Yeah, Kraft making fairly quick progress here.
Bibby.
Inside of Bibby. Right into Stowe. Going wide is... looks like... Paul Murray. And that is the number 37 of Daniel Hunt. Pressuring Murray. Murray goes wide. Not been... oh dear.
NASCAR style high line being used there, except there's no angle at all. And this is just
dust.
Yeah, Dan Hunt trying to get there. All sliding about.
Ayres having a look into bridge as well. Daniel Hunt as he tries to take that position away from Lon Murray. That's 20th place.
Lon Murray's car cannot hit an apex.
Nope.
I think he might just settle in now, but yeah, he's been running around the outside of corners the last few turns, and he's running wide again.
Hunt is on the hunt. I wonder if well, here he goes through Woodcote. Side by side, over the line very close, but I think Daniel Hunt's got that position. He's up into 20th place, and he's through.
5 positions gained for Dan Hunt. Biggest gainer is unsurprisingly Dan Kraft up 12 spots. But yeah, here they come again into Maggots and Beckett's.
Fairly close, but Hunt manages to stay in front. Alex, do you think that maybe with Murray, he's defending there from Hunt, maybe on the throttle a bit too early, trying to be too eager on the power?
Yeah, it does. The front wheel drive obviously does affect, doesn't it, quite a bit. Just how you get off the corner, and maybe have to just get out of it again, and that was why he didn't quite get the run that he wanted there. Something going on a bit further back as well. I'm not sure who that is. I think that's Tristan Bodice. Problems for George Simmons as well. He's dropping down. It is indeed Bodice and Woodhouse side by side.
Now George Simmons might be a problem. Well, I don't think it's a problem with his internet. I was about to say that was the case, but
Bodice through.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adam.
Yeah, he was in 14th place. I was going to say, but yeah, I think he's back now.
He's back here. Yeah, so just a connection problem for the moment. Oh, look at that, just ahead as well. This is Murray and Ayres and Kraft again. All this action all the way back here in 21st place, and the leaders are still separated by 0.3 of a second. So
sideways Jimmy Ayres through bridge.
Hey, what, the top down to Chepelevsky in 7th. The top 7 separated by only 2 seconds. And that's how close it is at the moment. We are about to get past half race distance now. Once a lap 5 of 9. Across the line goes Savidovic, Fluke and Baker. Half a second between them. And then Michael Hall 4th, Foggy in 5th, Harrod 6th, and then Chepelevsky in 7th in this leading pack.
Baker starting to put the pressure on Fluke somewhat now, just 0.2 of a second behind. This is an opportunity. He wants to try and break these two Apex Racing UK cars up.
On for Sven Glatzel. I think he was being kicked from the session. He is back now. So it goes from bad to worse, really, his last few race meetings here.
That is not good for the German. and might not be very good for Wojciech Svidovic in a moment. Teammate very close behind. You wonder if I don't think Fluke's going to do anything daft in this position. Not fighting for the championship. Baker is, however.
Yeah, just protecting his teammate there, isn't he? I think more than anything. Of course, Wojciech's got a couple of weeks coming off, coming up. So yeah, obviously needs to get some good results while he can. That's going to just allow Baker to extend his championship lead, and of course Chepelevsky back as well after a couple of weeks off himself. The two teammates exchanging around when they're going on holiday.
They need all the points they can get there, mate. He's missing weeks. It does hurt you a lot in this series.
Yep.
No dropped rounds, of course.
The Nicole Foggy card definitely doing a good job.
Baker, look, just nudges Fluke. Fluke gets on the power, saves the car, but that's released the Wojciech there now, so it's pretty clear. 1 second clear at the front.
I wonder if that was Jamie Fluke's plan all along.
Maybe. It's released the Wojciech. I like it, Alex. The Wodge. Off on his way. He just celebrated his birthday. I believe it was yesterday.
Well, hopefully he won't be getting wodgered anytime soon.
Very good. I give up on all the puns now after that you win. It goes Chepelevsky and Harrod, I think, side by side here. Oh no!
Harrod taking a lot of the inside there. There's a nasty bump on the inside there if you try and take the mick with it a little bit.
I wonder if there was a little bit of contact there, Owen, to send Harrod flying a little bit. Here comes Chepelevsky.
Really did just look like the bump.
Cheppy then side by side, trying to get the side draft Adam into Stowe. It's very difficult on the outside though here.
Oh, we are seeing another outside manoeuvre being taken by Foggy just in front of those two. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult in these foggy conditions, reaching speeds of 230 plus kilometers an hour down that hangar straight. But for the time being, it is the two-time Club Series champion holding back Stalin Chepelevsky as we go through Club and Vale, and I think Chepelevsky might be able to line himself up for an overtake here if he gets Abbey right.
Cannot overtake into Club and Vale really in this layout, but what you can do is set them up through there. Speed's high enough that you can get the run, and naturally Bridge Corner becomes quite a good overtaking opportunity.
Oh, sliding again, Harrod through there, throwing the car at the corner.
Right, throwing the corner at the car. Well, that's one way. That is one way to get it done, I suppose. He hopes he doesn't. At least he hopes he doesn't throw another car at the car. That's what he's hoping. Anyway, Chepelevsky, he does look close. He does look threatening. But I think it's going to be tough for him to get a move done, isn't it? Because it's just the nature of the circuit in this layout.
And Maggots and Beckett's, we throw a corner at a corner.
Yeah, well, that's basically it. It's corner after corner, and
Bibby and Woodhouse side by side, a bit further back. This is 26th and 27th.
Oh. And maybe we don't normally see him down there.
And even these positions, Alex, are they even eligible for the reverse grid at this point?
Yeah, they are. Good call on the reverse grid. Better get that ready.
Oh,
Davies.
Nathan Davies. Oh, and in the background.
Bond versus Glatzel. There's contact there. And here comes, is that Laidler or it's Smith, is it?
It was Hadfield in the Fanatec car. It was Graham, and yeah, that is Paul Smith.
It's past Bond then.
That is.
Oh, off goes Davies.
Oh.
What's Davies doing? Dear me.
I'm sure that Davis is happy that Josh Thompson isn't here today.
Oh dear.
But he's got another.
About that, the better, right?
He's got another Fanatec car in the mirrors.
Probably thinks it's Josh Thompson. As who's that on the inside for? Is that Stuart McFadden? 53. It is for Automec.
Won in the Formula Renaults at an enjoyable race meeting at Imola on Tuesday night.
Oh, guys, Colin Conniff going for a move around the outside of Chepelevsky at the moment.
Oh, it's all happening here. Oh, he's trying to do a Barrichello.
Hackerson. Really close.
Car. Now into
Brooklyn.
Brooklands.
Foggy and Hall as well. Extremely close there, side by side through Luffield.
That was a legendary manoeuvre, Adam, in 2003.
Legendary race.
Referencing fantastic race. And here comes Hall and Foggy. 2 laps to go then at Silverstone. Foggy's right there. Hall qualified 4th, Foggy qualified 5th. They've stayed there so far.
It is as you were in the top 5, isn't it? That everyone running where they started. It's not over in terms of the top 3, you know, as well, as they go into Maggots and Beckett's again. Fluke has closed back in on Wojciech, and Baker's brought himself along for the ride as well.
There's only one driver that started outside the top 10 that is now in there, and that's Alexander Smolensky, and he started 11th.
I know the stats pretty useless at the moment, but wait till the reverse grid. We've got 3 of them coming up today.
Here comes Foggy again. He's done well in the foggy conditions though, hasn't he? There's no pun intended there, because he actually has done. But 3 foggy races, I think, and I think he's been very good every time.
I think having a little look actually. Bit of Apex Racing TV trivia for you all as well. This is where we did our first ever BSRTC broadcast.
That's right, Silverstone historic in 2014.
Coming up actually to the anniversary of that, 1st of August as well, as they go through Abbey.
3 years of Apex Racing TV and the BSRTC.
3 years of over-the-toply bad puns.
3 years of memes, 3 years of menu crashes and reverse grid races. It's been fun though.
We've been through reverse grid dices. We've been I should say. We've been through reverse grid.
Yes.
Yeah, Wheel of Fortunes.
Oh wow!
And the entry list has been bolstered from about the 20s to 40s and maybe even 50s.
And thankfully for us, Alex, we haven't gone through many commentators. It's still just us.
That's it. They try and get in. They kick, they scream, but we never let them in.
Sound like Donald Trump. Never mind, we're fired again.
Well, someone who might have been... Nathan Davis is showing up as blank on my timing screen.
Has he been fired by the server, has he?
I hope not.
Disqualified, surely, I would imagine.
The incident limit is 11, I should mention.
Yeah, and we're on the final lap. And actually, it's closed back in at the front. Jimmy Fluke has just managed to get a bit closer to Svidovic, but I really don't think he's going to try and pass the reigning champion. I think he's just going to probably settle in and pick up the points. Unless Svidovic makes a mistake and Fluke has to take up the mantle, but here comes Baker, who's the champion of Season 7, was at the back end of 2014. Very, very close to Fluke now. Again, Dave just cannot find a way through. Championship leader, of course. And he had a good meeting at Virginia, Adam, despite being poor in qualifying.
Yeah, he did. Got 2 race victories, Svidovic, on that occasion. So
I meant Baker, sorry.
Oh, Baker, yeah. Baker obviously had a good race meeting there. He also increased his championship lead to 400 plus points, but I think he might just be out of the question for him to get the win. Second place might not be out of the question, though. He might fancy his chances. Hook did it on Rushworth in this corner back in 2015.
Yeah, he did indeed. It was a fantastic race, that one. And Wojciech Svidovic has had just that. Fantastic race. He needs to nail this late apex. Coming out of the Luffield corner to be certain of victory. Coming out of the final corner then, number 1, Wojciech Svidovic, reigning champion. Cross the line and wins at Silverstone.
Richard Gauls lost a few positions on the last lap. He was 11th. He is down to 12th, getting overtaken by Matt Bunn in the closing stages.
Very close to outfield.
Bancroft 71st place after starting in 35th.
Still battling down the field.
Our drag race, Smith versus car 21, is
Whitehead.
Andrew Whitehead.
Whitehead, who met him have a new PC. Be doing well for him if he is. If not, then it's still pretty decent. Just ahead of Paul Smith. Smith will be disappointed with that.
Oh. Hey, what though? 41 cars separated by 38 seconds. Silverstone always seems to bring out the consistency in the drivers.
Very, very good.
And we only had 2 retirements.
Yeah, even better. And Alex, despite the fact it was fairly difficult to see some of that.
Talking about difficult to see, we're in the blimp.
Oh, God, let's have a look.
Can't see much.
As the blimp is allowed to go up. Oh, that's the helicopters. But yeah, mate, that was a good solid race. That was kind of the epitome of race 1, really. Some good solid battling, but really a massive amount of action out there.
No.
But again, we can't
Historic.
complain too
Yeah, it's
much.
just the historic circuit for you, I think, isn't it? It's always a little bit like that.
Yeah, it does limit the overtaking places, and well, Adam, it was as you were at the front, so take us through the full results for us.
Okie dokie, only one at actually retirement. Sven Glatzel did get going again, but of course, due to his connection, he was 2 laps behind. So Nathan Davis was the only actual retiree, and he was disqualified. There you go. Hopefully, we get that for the rest of the evening. Savidovic takes the victory. Jamie Fluke second, third Dave Baker, fourth Michael Hall, fifth Nicole Foggy, 6th Pete Howard, 7th Colin Cunniff, 8th Stalin Shepelevsky, 9th Ben Hackison, and 10th for Alex Smolensky, 11th for Matt Bunn, 12th Richard Gore, 13th George Simmons, 14th Ross McFarlane, 15th for Jake Blackhall, 16th Kip Stevens, 17th Jack McIntyre, 18th Dennis Melcher, 19th Pete Newman, and 20th Dan Hunt. The other Dan Kraft in 21st, 22nd Lorne Murray, 23rd Rusty Laidler after that slowdown penalty earlier on, Tristan Bodis 24th, Jamie Ayres 25th, Mark Woodhouse in 26th, Stuart McFadden in 27th, Lewis Bibby 28th, Adam Hadfield 29th, and 30th is Rob Graham, Andrew Whitehead in 31st, Paul Smith in 32nd, Laura Bond 33rd, 34th for Scott Malcolm, Matthew Keeber finishing in 35th place with Craig Evans in 36th, he started last, 37th for Maciek Sakovic, 38th John Roberts, Max Wright in 39th, and 40th for Roy Ververke, 41st for Cesario Rizzo, 42nd for Stuart Atkinson, Janowski 43rd, Dave Christie 44th, and then 2 laps down disqualified Nathan Davis, and Sven Glatzel had his connection issues, so he was touring round at the back 2 laps down.
Yes, and I'm pretty impressed with that. I think 44 cars finishing that first race is extremely good. Is that a good omen for Lewis Hamilton this weekend, Adam? I don't know. 44 seems to be the number of choice.
Is this you trying to get back in the Lewis Hamilton fans' good books?
Yeah, shamelessly, to be honest. I do think he's going to win the race. By the way, I do. He's absolutely brilliant around here, so I think he will. I think he'll bring home the bacon. So yeah, as I've been somehow labelled hater, #hater. Alex, reverse grid wheel time is something we definitely don't hate. It's a reverse grid wheel, and it's going to bring us some joy again, no doubt, and probably a full based on the. Is that going to be 44? Who knows?
Yeah. Well, there's no 44, so it's not going to be his lucky turn on this one anyway. But let's give it a spin.
It could be a full though.
24, 26 even. Can't count. Oh, it's going to be. We just don't quite get a full. 26 it is. Someone could blow on it and it would be a full, but. Yeah.
Well, for the second time, in fact, the third time this week. Oh no, just the second time. We have a Woodhouse.
No, third time.
Oh, you got 2 poles at Imola.
I did. Because I finished last twice.
Oh yes, for the third time this week, then we have a Woodhouse on the pole for the race. But unlike Andrew Woodhouse, Mark Woodhouse didn't finish in last. Jamie Ayres in second.
No, that proves something, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
I don't know. I don't know if actually I've been landed reverse grid pole. Tristan Bodis in third, Rusty Laidler fourth, and Lorne Murray in fifth. I'm sure that the quick drivers and the drivers fighting for the championship have breathed a huge sigh of relief now.
Well, they will, but they still have to start in the 20s, and that's Alex. We know how difficult it is to overtake around here. That's still no mean feat to win from there, is it?
Yeah, and the guys in front of them are not going to be that shabby. When you look at 26th place, where that was 25 seconds behind the leader. Now I know that sounds a lot, but you got to remember that's 26 cars there, so that's less than a second between them. So that is ridiculously close.
15th
be
place.
Easy for them.
15th place was less than 10 seconds behind. So, which is amazing, really. Imagine a Formula One race with those, with such a tightly packed field
the whole grid finishing
over the line.
within 25 seconds of each other. That'd be crazy.
But, I mean, how many cars in Formula One now? 20?
Yes.
So 15 seconds covering the whole Formula One grid. Imagine that on Sunday. Somehow I don't think we're going to get that, but no. Again, I'm unashamedly going to promote the British Grand Prix because I think everybody needs to watch it, whether you're an F1 fan or not. It is the best race of the season. Right. Thank you everybody for watching race 1 here. We've still got 3 more to come on iRacing Live for the BSR Touring Car Championship, and we'll see you the other side of the commercial break.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
in the outside, contact made, 56 slides it at a 4, who's gonna be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race. So you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Welcome back to Silverstone. I believe some technical hitches with the session. The league admin's obviously having a little bit of trouble there. So I do apologise for the delay here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live for the British Sim Racing Touring Car Championship. Andrew Woodhouse alongside Adam Bath and Alex Simpson. And Adam, I'll bring you in first, mate. It's no fog now, but still overcast conditions, still pretty cold out there. Drivers still having to work pretty hard.
Yeah, the fog is clear just a little bit now, so we can see what livery's which, and how to separate the drivers driving for the different teams. So that should be good. But yeah, we've got the reverse grid, pretty small one actually. It was very nearly a full, but 26 cars getting reversed, and yeah, we'll see how the drivers can work their way through the field, the quick guys in particular, because are we getting as many points as they can for the championship still.
Yeah, and Alex, 26 cars reversed. I think it's going to be quite a fun one. Very difficult to get clean overtakes done around here.
Yeah, we saw that in the last one. Really not much movement in the top sort of 10-15 places. Just mistakes really that opened up opportunities. So yeah, it's going to be tough for these guys to come through. As we pointed out at the end of the last race, there wasn't a great deal of time between them all, so it was more just sort of separation on track that strung them out. So it's going to be tough for them to get through.
Here is a question, Adam. I know we're quite into like liveries and things like that. Who do you think's got the best livery on the grid this year?
I like the orange and black Alfa Latex cars, if I'm honest, but
they've gone.
But now that they've gone, I might have to trawl through and give you a verdict, I think. I'm
going to say Bodice. I'm going to say Tristan Bodice's car.
As Michael Hall's been, because Michael Hall used to be up there, wasn't it? That was one of your favourites.
Yeah, Hall's one is very good with the luminous yellow on it. Alex, what do you reckon?
I have to say I do like Andrew Whitehead's boosted cars that he's puts together. I think they're the best looking cars on the livery. From when you get up close and personal to them.
Yeah.
Of course,
Of course.
I'm particularly biased, and you know, can't beat the Apex livery.
No, of course. Apart from the Apex livery, I think that would be.
We were ruling that one out.
We'd get severe accusations of bias otherwise, surely. And we're never biased here on Apex Racing TV.
I'll probably get fired if I said I don't mind the CQR livery.
It's a shame it doesn't play. I was almost going to kick him out of the channel, and then
So
I
was I. Exactly the same thing. It doesn't play it on air, does it?
Play the user.
By the time I got it turned back on, the effect would have been lost.
Anyway,
great minds at least. Great minds. Oh dear. The drivers are having fun out there with the cold conditions, anyway.
Yeah.
And it does make the track a lot faster, doesn't it? And on the circuit like Silverstone, these first 2 races will have been very enjoyable for the drivers, I think.
Amazing, really, with the fog lifting, the temperatures have dropped even more. It was 21 degrees for the opening race, now it's at 18.
Chap McIntyre's just asked us, is everybody here? And Alex Valenti goes, I'm not here.
Everybody is there as well. 47 cars in there. There was only 46 last time, so get advanced in that session. Let's go.
We were having this issue last night, weren't we?
It's like we're like drivers behind the safety car. Come on, Charlie, it's ready to race. Surely. There we go. Our very own Charlie White and Kip Stevens.
Kip Stevens wishes our command.
I'm not sure on the over/under whether he gets more or less people who tell him to F off than Charlie Whiting does. I'm really not sure. But,
I wonder if Charlie gets sent memes after races.
I bet he does. I bet he does, and I can imagine who they're from.
Oh, the F1 race control group having their own WhatsApp group or something, yeah. Mark Woodhouse starts on the pole. Jamie Ayres second, third Tristan Bodice, fourth Rusty Laidler, fifth Lord Murray, sixth Dan Craft. I think Dan will be happy with that after his back of the grid for race 1. Dan Hunt in seventh. You can't separate the two Dans at the moment. Pete Newman in eighth, ninth, Dennis Melcher 10th, Jack McIntyre, then Kip Stevens 11th. 12th is Jake Blackhall. 13th for Ross McFarlane, 14th George Simmons, 15th Richard Gore, 16th Matt Bunn, 17th Alex Molensky, 18th Ben Hackerson, 19th Chepelewski, and 20th for Colin Cunniff. I'm starting to worry though, Woody, that Dan Craft might be having a pit lane start here because we've got 5 seconds to the green lights and he is not on the grid.
I think you're right. So I don't think we're going to be seeing Dan Craft at least at the front of the field here. Now the attention draws to the front row. It's the 2 GT Omega cars with Team Mad on the front.
Green.
Woodhouse and Ayres were away for the second time tonight. And Woodhouse got a terrible start, and then the second phase was excellent. He really pulled ahead of Jamie Ayres.
Look at Laidler go through the middle. Oh no.
He hits Bodice. And I think everybody else is okay. Baker making some contact with the Northern Lights Racing car, but I think everybody's through. Okay, what's it like at the back, Alex?
Yeah, looks clean so far. Everyone through. Cops, no problems. So yeah, good. Kiba, not sure where he is though. A few people just coming into the timing screen now as well. So yeah, but I think everybody's okay.
Oh, Davies.
Big one. That is someone out.
Oh, it's
Dennis Melcher.
Oh, Melcher. Dennis.
You don't often see too many cars going off into that wall. I think Ralph Schumacher did it once.
You don't often see Dennis Melcher going off really either.
No.
And there he goes though. Mike Woodhouse leading the way. Woodhouse leads. It's always nice to say, of course. And over the grass goes Jamie Ayres. That'll be a slowdown, I would imagine. Newman and who's that?
Hunt. Yeah.
They're side by side into Abbey. Newman and it's now Hunt and McIntyre. McIntyre goes wide. Here comes Simmons. Simmons having a look into bridge corner.
Simmons has had a very good start actually. He started 13th and up to 8th, and it could get better or worse because Dan Hunt's there. Up the inside he goes, the Pro Sim driver. A little lock up there from the GT Omega Team Mad liveried car there of Jamie Ayres.
I think everyone else is through the Priory Brooklands combination safely. Where's the main battle going on at the moment? I think it is this one between Daniel Hunt, George Simmons, and then behind them is Lon Murray. Here we go, and McIntyre having a look as well at Newman. I can hear some contact. Or was it a blown engine?
It was. I think it might be a blown engine for a Pro Sim car. I don't know who it is though. My timing screen hasn't updated.
Kip Stevens?
Oh,
no, I think he's okay.
I think you might have to go back and double check that one. I'll be 2 seconds.
Yep. Alex, where are we looking at the moment?
Laidler up for the
front.
lead.
There we go. Up the inside, Rusty Laidler. Oh, Woodhouse trying to get the cut back, but it's so difficult to cut back through Stowe, Alex. The track the corner seems to go on for quite a long time.
Yeah, you know, you can overtake there in so many ways, around the outside, up the inside. So, but yeah, usually a cutback's one of the things that that doesn't work.
Yep.
It was Kip Stevens that got forced out wide going through Cops. That's what transpired there for that Pro Sim car.
No blown engine then?
No blown engine at all, no. But one Pro Sim car.
Sounded like it though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It's because he got hit in the back.
Yep.
Someone hit him in the rear. As
what are we doing here?
It's a GT Omega car goes wide. That is that's Jamie Ayres. He's going to get passed by Pete Newman.
And Blackhall having a look at Lon Murray. Murray again with just terminal understeer. It really is. It is the old Martin Brundle cross-channel ferry job. And look at Richard Gore. He's all over the back of this group as well. Oh, Murray forces Blackhall and then he cuts across.
Back across the track. Watch out, guys.
I have to say that's all on Murray. That was. We were on board with Blackhall there. He was as far over to the left as he could possibly get. Murray just kept on squeezing. His quarter panels exposed. Kaboom into the wall.
Well, you're a specialist at that now.
Yeah, I know how to do that. Treat. I'm an expert. Or Alex Smolinski. I don't know.
I'm sure he'll be all right.
I'll get a place on the final lap if it costs me anything.
Speaking of Wright, he hasn't got lost this week, Max Wright, has he, Adam? He's 34th place. He made a good start, up 5 positions.
Yeah, there's no massive grass verges for him to go grass trekking on.
But you can't cut them. I think that's the key.
Yeah.
As Davis, I'm sorry, Max, but
look
what
at
were you
that
expecting?
from Laidler.
As Glatzel up the inside of Whitehead, meanwhile, as well. But Laidler hanging it all out, it looks like, at the front.
I take it you can't take the national circuit. Is it cut off as we go through?
I don't think it's. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. Oh, sliding is Woodhouse. Into bridge. Wow.
Yeah, very good line there. And Tristan Bodice. Oh, Laidler goes a bit wide through Priory. Now into Brooklands, the third to last corner.
Now, Alex, I think the reason why I like Tristan Bodice's livery so much is it's almost a mixture of the Apex one and the boosted one, isn't it? With the colours and the
kind of
and kind of the way it's put together. It looks very, very good indeed.
Oh, no Stephen Baxter today. Just see him on the chat. Hello, sir. Welcome.
Yes.
Have you here, even if you're not in the car. Hopefully
what are you skiving for, man? Hey,
fans want to see you. This is Silverstone. Get there. Who would dare miss go to a British event?
Oh, exactly. Sort it out, Lewis. Sort it out. Goodness me. Right.
Oh, it's Bodice.
Oh no, it's not, is it?
He nearly got past.
It is, and Woodhouse.
And
Woodhouse hanging on well.
Here comes Paul Newman. I mean Pete Newman. As it goes
Paul Newman.
This isn't.
I'm sorry, everybody. It's great. This
not
is
Butch Cassidy, is it? As we go down the Hanger Straight.
Yes. Nice Champ Car reference, though. I'll give you that. It is somewhat relevant. As Pete Newman. Damn, I nearly did it myself then. Pete Newman. Right on the back of Woodhouse. Woodhouse right behind Bodice. None of them are really catching Laidler. Laidler's just sort of going on with his own business. Oh, there's a move into Jamie Ayres and Daniel Hunt. Dan Hunt up into what I believe is 7th. So that's looking nice for him. And who's the blue CQR car?
That is
Bunn.
That is Matt Bunn. Yeah.
It's usually Sutton wielding that machine, isn't it? But oh no! Oh dear me!
Oh, was
That
at the
really
inside
a
there.
sandwich between McFarlane and Chepelewski and Matt Bunn.
Oh, Newman at it again. He's going to get stuck here, and the number 7 car of Simmons has to get out of it. It's still not over.
Oh,
now it is.
Simmons pushing Newman. Oh dear. Well, he had a bit of a fun dance, didn't he, there, Pete Newman?
We were on boards, we didn't really see what happened there, so let's just take it back a little bit.
Le quarter panel. This is what happened.
Panel de la Quarter.
Oh,
if it couldn't sound any more English if I tried. As we go down into Vegas again, that 5 of the race, we are past the halfway mark.
Oh no, McIntyre and Newman! Look out! Oh, dear me. Robert Graham. I think it's Robert Graham. Is it number 27? Got Malcolm. Good reflexes to get out of the way of that one.
Nice.
The Scottish driver.
Kicking off here, Jamie Ayres, Matt Bunn, Ross McFarlane, Chepelewski, Pete Harris and Ben Hackerson. Could throw a blanket over all these guys as they go down the hanger straight.
The old Tico's job, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's Ayres and Bunn.
Oh, nearly slid into him.
Number 20, McFarlane. Pushed right into the back of Jamie Ayres.
Cheppy on the grass.
Sliding the car. I know he likes a bit of rally driving. But he he's doing it in the front wheel drive gear Optima here.
Here comes Northern Lights Racing then. This is Ross McFarlane trying to get past Jamie Ayres as we go through Abbey.
Oh, very difficult here because it's so fast. Massively fast on this historic layout. Alex, like when they used to go through here, you know, the 70s, the 80s.
Oh, what a move.
Used to be a flat out section and it's pretty scary at full speed, even in the Kia.
Yeah, it's not easy to get through there flat out as well, not when there's so many cars. Can't really see. Everybody just...
There's lots of different
this is
lines
just
going
crazy
on as well.
little pack right now.
Lots of different lines being taken as well because they're impeded, or is it just having to sort of improvise really, Adam, and try and find a way through this pack any which way possible. Oh, off goes! Massive one! Massive one on the main straight. Over goes Chepelewski.
Oh, back across.
Oh, and back onto the circuit, and it's
Luke.
Harrod.
And Pete Harrod, yeah, two of the cars were at the front earlier on. Dave Baker, I can tell you, definitely avoided it. I could see the CQR car with the orange bumper strips easily getting through, but what a mess.
Chepelewski almost ended up in the pit lane. It started with Jamie Ayres, and who was the culprit in that one, Alex? I didn't really. I only saw really the end of it. Oh, I think it looks like
I think
Ayres and Stellian Chepelewski came together.
Very similar to what happened with Blackall early on.
Oh,
Ayres just kept drifting over to the left.
What was the Team Mad car that just literally took a bonnet full of Apex car?
That was Ayres, I think.
That was Harrod, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, Harrod was the. You must have the wrong paints on now because Harrod's this QR, isn't it?
Yeah. There you go.
Whereas I always say, when I do the Club 73, I always say that he's in CQR when he's in Team Mad. Someone who's usually a bit mad, let's be honest, a little bit bonkers. Rusty Laidler, and but he's having a fine race, Alex.
Yeah, indeed. Drifting his way out there, having a bit of fun with it as well. 8/10 clear from Bottas. It's not over with, 4 laps to go. Bottas still in the slipstream, closing in. What was he?
What's that into Brooklands?
2/10 the last lap, so jump on board with Mark Woodhouse, down 9th place now. He's early on pole position. Behind Bunn.
Hadfield, Glatzel and Foggy. I'm sure there were 3 wide through Brooklands.
Oh, this would be the battle over 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Look at the quality of driver we've got down there.
Glatzel's gained 28 positions. I think he is the biggest mover in the field. Trying to go for 29 here as he tries to go around the outside of the Northern Lights Racing car.
He's a quick driver, is Glatzel. I wouldn't call him an elite driver in terms of pace. As in maybe, I wouldn't really call him a top 5 driver, for instance, but he's the best driver I think we've seen, maybe we've ever seen coming through the pack. And that includes Ashley Sutton, because Sutton tends to do it with most of his panels of the car missing.
Oh, what's this? Just a few cars ahead. This is Baker and Smolensky. Baker with the run.
There's a problem for one of the... I've just seen as well, there's a problem for one of the sim gear cars, it looks like.
Not over this, is it, Alex?
No, not at all. Still side by side. Smolinski trying to hold it on. He will have the inside for this next part.
Oh my God.
Baker has to give him the room.
What on earth is that?
There he goes. Baker, of course, is going to get the slightly better drive out of the corner. So,
Oh, here
going
comes
into
the
Abbey, they're going to be side by side.
Apex car as well there in Wojciech Svidovic.
Wojciech.
Oh, Alex Smolenski pushing him wide.
Look at
there.
this.
What's happening?
This as well between.
Where?
Well, they were almost in a tight
What position?
pack between Scott Malcolm, 25th, Whitehead, Bond, Newman. They were all side by side a minute ago. Atkinson and Bibby and everybody. If Christie involved, look at it. That
Oh,
was
God,
all side
good.
by side, Alex, earlier on the lap. That's why I was going, oh my God, what's that?
Still Smolinski and Baker, though.
Yeah, they're still wheel to wheel, aren't they? They haven't.
4 tenths is the gap at the front. Make that 3
Oh,
tenths
no.
on the timing. Oh,
Oh no!
Pushed out.
Watch.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Smolenski.
Oh!
Oh,
look
and it's
out.
still not
Oh,
over.
They're still hitting each other on the
pit lane
lane.
slip road, the back across the
Oh,
track.
no!
That was
Oh,
stupid.
that was a 7-10
no.
split, and out they go. Oh, so and that's Davies crash tracking. The guys in the background, they're too busy fighting each other, and they're sort of looking at all this carnage and going, "My God, we can get places." That's how on earth? How did that start? I didn't see the very start of it. I only saw it when they ended up on the pit lane.
It started with Baker and Smolenski going into the first corner. They both came together. They went wide. The Automet car went up the inside and collided with Smolenski. They both went into the pit lane, slip road, and then went full chat back onto the racing line.
You know what?
And collected him.
Svidovic almost came level with that, didn't he? So it was almost 4 wide. I think that's where the confusion stemmed from. And then a big accident.
Got to go to the front, guys. I feel
2 tenths, yeah.
1 and a bit laps to go.
Well, this is excellent from Tristan Bodis. I didn't expect him to be, with all due respect to Tristan, I've raced him a lot of times in the old club series, and he is quick, but I didn't think he was this quick to take on Rusty Laidler, especially around Silverstone.
Last time around then, 48.8 for Laidler, 48.5 for Tristan Bodis.
McIntyre's coming as well. He might be with these two by the end.
See what the lap times are like as we start what will be the final lap of the race. 48.9, 48.8, 48.4.
He's
Those
not
are the
quite going
times.
to get there, but he might have a chance at the slipstream if these two have a little bit of an issue.
Wasn't the best first corner. Another one car going wide in the background. That was the ProSim car of Dan Hunt, I think.
Now, Laidler does have a tiny bit of damage on the front right wheel. I wonder if that's causing him slight bother, but Tristan's driven a fantastic race, completely clean car, started third, and it might seem straightforward, that start third and currently be second, but in a field like this, Alex, that's never straightforward, is it?
No, not at all. Very often we talk about the stats of how many cars that started in the top 10 actually finish in the top 10. It's normally a very small number, so done a great job.
Go on then, take it away, Alex. Tell us, how many?
I could tell you. I don't have these
He
stats
hasn't
at
got
hand.
the
It's Adam that has
information.
these stats. He's the stat man.
He doesn't have the information, Adam, do you?
No.
I do. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What are we talking about? I can't remember.
5 cars that started in the top 10 that finished there.
Oh,
It was your big moment and
I
you
know,
missed it. Never mind. That you will now be silenced for the rest of the race.
I wasn't the first one to miss out on a big moment yesterday. As to go through bridge for the half time.
Rusty Laidler then. Anyway, Rusty Laidler defending hard from Tristan Bodis. That's brilliant, by the way. And into the last corner then, into Luffield. He's got to hug the inside line. And Tristan Bodis has got to try and do anything he can to try and wrestle the lead away from Rusty Laidler. On the way to the line they go. The checkered flag is out here at Silverstone. Who's going to take the win? It's going to be Rusty Laidler. Oh, and off goes Dan Hunt nearly on the final corner.
Was it Laidler versus Kaiser back in the Winter Series? We were separated
Laidler
by
versus
1,000.
Kaiser and Bond, I think, was there.
Yeah. A good finish there.
That's all
Look
very,
at-
very close.
Krepalevsky and Whitehead. Whitehead's trying to get through on the final. That's Svidovic, sorry.
Oh, very close there.
not much of a pack going on a bit further down, I think, because most of them ended up crashing.
Paul Smith, he told us during the break that he was going to tour around and get what will be 35th, 36th, 36th.
And he was going to have a boring race. He wasn't wrong, was he? Down all the way down there. To me. Julian Jadowski comes across. Then we're waiting for Cesare Rizzo. And Jamie Fluke, who's got a very damaged car. Look at that.
Taking one for the team here, just trying to get as many points as he can on the board. Could have easily retired, but it looks like the car had just enough. Didn't have enough damage that it forced him to retire.
It could well be. I believe that'll probably be a meatball, Alex, and that might be why he's having to come in now.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there.
Otherwise, he might get disqualified. Smolensky, the man who Alex assaulted at Le Mans, he didn't finish the race either. Did he get disqualified, Adam?
No, he didn't. He towed back to the pits. I think his car got stuck in the wall.
Does that count as finishing the race or not?
It does count as... It
will, won't it?
Yeah, it will. Jamie Fluke doing his best Michael Schumacher impression, I think, of the finish there as he goes through the pit lane. Finishes 1 minute 20 behind. Yes, Smolensky a lap down.
Right, okay. You know what? I'll save you the trouble. I'll go through the finishing order then for us. Rusty Laidler then takes the win. Just 2/10 ahead of Tristan Bottas. Excellent performance by Bottas. Jack McIntyre in P3. George Simmons in 4th. 5th for Daniel Hunt and 6th for Richard Gore. Michael Hall, the first of the really big movers then. 16 places gained from him up to 7th position. Matt Bunn, fellow CQR driver, in 8th. Ross McFarlane in 9th. 10th for Ben Hackerson. And then Mark Woodhouse was the pole sitter. He ended up down in 11th place, but still a good performance from the Omega driver. Dave Baker, 24th on the grid, 12th in the race. And so that's quite good. 12 positions gained for him. 14 gained for McFadden. And Nico Foggy up to 14th place. Sven Glatzel, 31 positions gained. And he still only finishes 15th. That's the BSRTC for you. Colin Cunniff up to 16th by the end. Magic Sakovic, 20 positions gained. Up to 17th. He's pretty good around here. From memory, Nathan Davis gained 27 places to 18th. Craig McLeod Evans, 17 places gained to 19th. Scott Malcolm gained 14 spots as well and avoided that big wreck. 20th. Excuse me. Pete Newman started 8th, finished 21st. Not the finest race for him. He got a bit battered around a bit in the middle of the race. Adam Hadfield, 22nd. Wojciech Svidovic, 23rd. 24th. Andrew Whitehead, 25th. Laura Bond, 26th. Max Wright, 13 positions gained for him, actually. Very good. 27th, Lewis Bibby. Stuart Atkinson, 28th. 29th, John Roberts. 30th, Kip Stevens. 31st, Robert Verke. 32nd, Daniel Kraft. Dave Christie in 33rd. 34th for Robert Graham. 35th, Alex Everett. 36th, Paul Smith. 37th, Julian Janowski. Then Cesare Rizzo in 38th. Jamie Fluke in 39th. Alex Smolensky in 40th. And then the retirement, Stalin Chepelewski, 2 laps down. No points. 41st. Pete Harrod, 42nd. 3 laps down. Jamie Ayres, 4 laps down. 3 drivers, 6 laps down. Lon Murray, Jake Blackhall, and Matthew Keeber. And then Dennis Melchert was the first man out. Adam in 47th place.
Quite an eventful one there, that race too. We've still got 2 races to go, of course, and another reverse grid to look forward to. Wonder if we might get a bigger one this time. We're about to find out. Go over to Alex with the reverse grid Wheel of Fortune then for the second time tonight.
And we can see it clicked over while we were racing into the fall. Often does. But yeah, let's give it another little whack and see what it does. Go there. Pretty reasonable spin. Oh, it could be a small one. 30th. It is just the 30th.
That is Kip Stevens that gets put onto pole. John Roberts second, Stuart Atkinson third. So a good reverse grid draw there for Boosted after a good result in race 2. Lewis Bibby will be starting in 4th and Max Wright will be starting in 5th.
Okay then. Well, we're halfway through tonight's action in the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Touring Car Championship. Join us back here on Apex Racing TV. And of course, iRacing Live for the second half of the meeting. From Silverstone, it's British Grand Prix week.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Welcome back to Silverstone for the third instalment of touring car action in the iRacing MSA BSRTC. Andrew Woodhouse alongside Alex Simpson and Adam Bath. And Alex, well, race 2 was quite crazy compared to the first one, wasn't it? It put some brilliant action around this track, and it really comes into its own when the reverse grid comes into play.
Yeah, like you said, we had some great battles out there, and then a couple of big accidents as well. Took out some key players in the championship, so interesting to see how this one's going to go. We've got like Chepalevsky having to work his way all the way back through from the back, but then you've got people like Wojciech that were caught up but still managed to finish. They're going to be towards the front, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting race, I think.
Adam, not long to go then before the start of the race. Who's your money on for this one?
Looking at the grid that we've got for this third race, I think my money might be on Wojciech Svidovic. He starts in 8th. He started further back and won, so I think he might stand a chance here. Kip Stevens, though, he is very experienced around this circuit, and he can get it done if he doesn't get into trouble. So, yeah, Kip Stevens might be a dark horse in this one.
All right, well, he starts on pole alongside John Roberts, Stuart Atkinson 3rd, Lewis Bibby 4th, 5th Max Wright, and then Laura Bond, Andrew Whitehead, Wojciech Svidovic, Adam Hadfield and Pete Newman round out the top 10. The winner from race 2, Rusty Laidler, starts in 30th. Okay then. And before the storm then. 47 Kia Optimas. Going to burst into life any moment now. Here we go then. Cacophony of noise around the home of British motorsport.
Green, green, green.
Green light is on.
Good start by Roberts.
Start by John Roberts. Look, who's that up the middle? What's that?
Max
49
Wright.
Max Wright with a wonderful start. He's even threatening into Copse corner. He's up into 3rd, Max Wright. Oh, he's sideways.
He's
and he hits
threatened,
Roberts.
right. Oh
He
dear.
hits Roberts and off goes the sim gear car. Bibby's only lost 1 place from that.
Oh,
Oh,
Bond.
someone sideways.
Laura Bond
Laura
across the
Bond.
maggots.
She's
And-
okay.
Yeah, she should be okay, I think, but there will be a massive slowdown, and I think she knows it. She's getting out of it.
Yeah, that's probably the sensible option. Oh no, a big crash, Atkinson. Atkinson,
Foggy.
and I think it was...
Foggy's involved.
And there was... Oh, Glatzel's coming back onto the circuit. What's he doing?
Well, that definitely didn't seem like the most sensible thing to do. Let's take a quick look at that one back.
Goodness. Who was that got the word of that?
Possibly Kiba?
I
don't
think
know.
maybe Smith, was it? Or Harrod? Is it Harrod with the pink mirrors? I think it was Smith, you know.
I think Glatzel was heading back towards the track, but didn't realise he had as much damage as he did, and that's what just basically brought him straight into the traffic. Tried to
Jim-
react to it, but it was too late.
Jimmy Fluke, severe damage. That'll be his race over. For Apex Racing UK.
5 cars in the pits already. Kiba, Melchert, Glatzel, Foggy and Hunt as we go through Luffield now. Stevens leads the way.
That's before we reach the end of the lap.
Good start by Hadfield up to 2nd place. 7 positions gained.
Yeah, brilliant from Adam. Good start. And into 3rd is Stuart Atkinson. He started 3rd, lost a couple of places, then gained them again.
Oh, great run.
Here comes Wojciech Svidovic.
And here comes Hadfield as well, so 2 overtakes could be in the offing here as we go into Maggots and Beckett's. Surely Svidovic knows not to make it 3 wide, but the 2 in front might just take each other off in front of him.
Stevens just gave just enough room there through Maggots. Didn't allow Hadfield to get close, just in case Hadfield understeered into him.
Newman onto the back of the battle that was going on just ahead of him as well. A little bit of a breather to Davis.
Here comes Svidovic, Alex.
Get past Atkinson and actually following him through. Goes Newman as well. It's not going to be so straightforward for Newman though. Atkinson still there.
Through Club and Vale. All closing up again here. Svidovic already on the move, and Hadfield trying to get the run on the exit of the long right-hander to get with It's Kip Stevens as we go through the Abbey flat-out left-hander, and on our way down the hill into Bridge, we've stood on this bit of track when we went to the WEC. Hadfield nearly through, and Ismail Al-Bibi into the mix.
It's great that that old bit of circuit remains, and for the fans to walk on and see. It's quite narrow actually, compared to what it looks like on TV. Oh, and there's a crash. It's Cunniff.
Max Wright,
Oh
possibly.
no, everyone.
Oh, the track is almost blocked.
Malcolm's involved, and also Roberts.
A couple of
14.
CQR cars involved.
Malcolm rejoining the track right in front of Laura Bond, and oh dear.
The two Automech teams both involved in that. Automech Knock Hill and Performance.
Where did that all begin then?
Was possibly Max Wright.
Have a look. Oh dear. He
Max
won't
Wright
be
was high
endearing
up
himself to the punters, will he? It's a problem. Oh, it is Wright and Cunniff. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Make of that, Alex.
Couldn't quite find it. Back on the replay. So back to
Baker's
the
out.
action at the front, I'm afraid.
David Baker's had to take a toe back. Don't know what happened.
Michael Hall's got really bad damage as well. I think Baker's probably got suspension damage. I think he just got clipped.
Picking off as well. Here comes Savidovic for and also Adam Hadfield to the lead.
Hadfield's into the lead, yeah. And oh, look at
Bibi,
Bibi.
connection.
Dear me, that's not what Wojciech Savidovic wants.
That's going to end poorly, isn't it?
Oh, and he pulls off to the side. That's smart from Lewis Bibi. Nathan Davies up to 5th as well. That's a good start for Apex Racing.
8 positions gained indeed.
Richard Gore just at the back end of the top 10, I believe, as well. Maybe 11th, actually. 14 positions gained for Richard Gore. Julian Janowski's up by 19. Very good from the Sim Gear driver.
If anyone
Still
can
staying with
Hadfield's
Hadfield,
run
though.
wide. Oh, he runs wide.
Oh, he blocks Stevens.
Oh, he hits him.
Oh, dear.
Smash and grab, smash and grab.
Well,
Well, I'm sure.
One could argue, though, that was a very hard defensive move by Adam Hadfield.
How much damage has it done to the front of Kit Stevens' car? Doesn't look like it's given it too much,
I don't
actually.
think it's very much. And now he has to defend from Wojciech Savidovic. Like I say, it was his birthday yesterday.
Well, they've both won 2 titles.
Ah, and a good run by Savidovic. And
Newman arriving on the scene. Oh, he's having a little look into maggots, but surely Wojciech knows. But here comes Pete Newman, 3rd position. Race up with CQR.
I thought actually he was alongside, but he wasn't. Stevens closes the door. Oh, a little bit of contact between Davis and who's behind Davis? Evans. Craig McLeod Evans giving him a little nudge.
Wojciech got a great run there on the exit of Chapel, so this could be the lead here. Kip could lunge it up the inside if he's feeling brave.
Doesn't know what he's doing in the Kia Optima. Oh, Newman trying to get involved here. There's a bit of contact, slight contact between Stevens and Savidovic. They had a massive one at Mosport, Canadian Tire thingy. And look at this into Vale. Oh, Bosch.
Oh, no.
Oh, into Newman. Newman's up the inside.
There you
He's
go.
going to go and rob this lead, is he? Pete Newman.
2 by 2. 3 deep almost.
Alex, this is brilliant stuff at the front.
Yeah, fantastic. Kip defending.
Oh, off goes.
Goodness me.
Who's that off? Hadfield. Well off.
Hadfield's back and he's got Kip Stevens in his sights, I think.
It's a bridge. I did look. Stevens up the inside of Newman into Priory.
The Apex cars are just trying their best to get through it, I think.
Into Brooklands. Good line from Stevens. Newman hanging tough. Luffield. This might be where Stevens is in trouble. No, is he not? Is he going to try and cut in front of Savidovic? Wow.
Had to, I think, if he wanted.
There's no space at all.
Adam Hadfield's just losing positions.
Got a little touch from behind as well, so that's broke that second group away.
Stevens looks really racy here in this one. He's going to try the pops. Not a great idea, I don't think, but he's got a nice run out of there. He may be able to defend from Savidovic. You can see Atkinson going off and being joined, I think, by McFadden. It is still Pete Newman from Kip Stevens, from Wojciech Savidovic, and then Nathan Davis.
And we're 5 laps in. Where's the time gone?
Wow, and Craig McLeod Evans in 5th position.
7 positions gained there for the Northern Lights Racing driver.
Here comes Wojciech. Stevens trying to defend into Stowe.
Yeah, this time it's roles reversed. It was Kip defending the inside on the previous lap, but couldn't do anything about the reigning champion getting through there.
Oh, good driving from Wojciech.
And roll out Kip though, he could get back.
I think his best bet is to try and hang on to this podium place. Nathan Davis looks quick in these cooler conditions. He was a bit erratic in race 1, but strong here. Evans and then Hadfield. Atkinson dropped down, so it's Bibby now in P7.
Oh, here comes Savidovic around the outside of Newman. And this is going to bunch things up even more. Savidovic locks the rears.
Stevens, I think he was hoping they'd get together so he could have a lunge into Brooklands.
Newman, you clear. Oh, you opened the door for him. Maybe he wasn't clear.
It's great, great racing at the front. Twice we've had the showdown in the BSRTC, and twice
Going to try and follow him through here.
Twice 2 of the positions have been filled by Pete Newman and Wojciech Savidovic.
Oh,
there's Stevens into Newman. Newman saves the car.
Evans into Davis as well.
Yep, similar situation there. And Newman back into 3rd position.
Oh, Kip's driving the wheels off it there.
No holds barred at the front.
Beckett's and Beckett's. Oh, Evans and Newman.
Oh, wow. Synchronised sliding.
Oh, this is just going to cut them more adrift, and that's the Automech car and the Apex car. And now here comes Hadfield.
Me, look at this all of a sudden. Look at what's happening out there. McFadden, and that is the Fanatec car of Hadfield. Craig McLeod Evans trying around the outside of Davies. Look at that. Excellent move by Craig Evans.
Not too often you see an overtake done around the outside of Stowe, but we saw it there.
Brilliant move. Brilliant.
Loads of teams represented here as well. We've got Apex UK, we've got ProSim, we've got RaceHub, we've got Northern Lights Racing, we've got Fanatec, we've got Automech, SimGear, Boosted, all in the top 10.
They're all there. Davis in bridge. Oh, Evans sliding in the car.
MotoGP style there.
Yeah. Lost out. Nathan Davies up to 4th. Here comes George Simmons in the background on Bibby.
Davis into 4th position now.
Bibby looks like he's struggling a little bit with understeer.
If his internet connection wasn't already hampering him. Looks like it might have settled down.
George Simmons looks like he's going to go all the way around the outside here. Using the slipstream for a bit of an advantage as well down the main straight. It's now the international straight.
Ultimate lap. 3 laps to go.
3 laps to go.
Oh yeah. There you go. My maths are wrong. Oh, Newman sideways.
Diane Abbott in the commentary box. Yeah, mate.
Best appearance. Wonder if she's being sent to do the podium this week.
Oh.
Presents the wrong trophy. As we go on to the hangar straight. Pete Newman versus Nathan Davis. I do apologise, Diane. That's good.
Do you really? Down the main straight they go. Down the hangar straight they go.
You know what, Kip Stevens
Oh.
really giving it to Savidovic here. The gap's only 0.3 of a second with 3 laps to go.
Trying his best. I mean, I once tried to hold off Wojciech Savidovic. It was not successful.
Oh, he's taking such a tight line.
Although Stevens now attacking the 2-time champion. Alex, you can see where they've hit each other. Savidovic's bumper is bent in. Stevens' front end is a bit smashed, but these men have won 4 out of the 11 titles that we've given out in the history of the BSRTC.
Either something like that, yeah.
Well,
Crazy.
this is season 11, isn't it?
Yeah, including Winter Series and everything else.
Oh, Kip into the back.
Nudge.
Bit more of a Bosch.
Oh, and someone's been
another
nudged. That's
Bosch
Newman.
from Davis into Newman.
Temperature's heating up, I think.
Punted around the circuit here.
Who's that benefiting? That's Craig Evans.
I wonder if Newman might be in danger of getting disqualified here because it hit a few times.
Well, yeah, it's just 2 hits and a few off tracks and you're done. So,
Oh, here we go. Newman versus Evans.
He's already done one outside manoeuvre. He's going to have to use a bit of track limits as I think.
Adam Hadfield. Oh, surely not.
There you go.
Surely that's not allowed, is it?
Well, this is BSRTC, not Toka. So, who's that? It's the Automech car. That's McFadden.
McFadden.
Taking loads of positions.
On Tuesday night in the Renault. And look at this pack behind.
Oh, goodness me.
That is involving Richard Gore, Bibby and Everett. Alex Everett in the back of this group now. He was 35th on the grid, Everett.
Amazing drive forward.
And now he's 3 wide with Bibby and Gore. Ooh. That's really close. Goodness gracious. Fantastic action at the Silverstone Historic Circuit.
You'll see wide
this
between
layout
them.
may not promote a lot of overtaking, but it promotes fantastic racing.
Still too wide, and Gore and Bibby hit, and this is going to be Everett's opportunity. On their way towards Bridge and Abbey.
Gonna do around the outside of Richard Gore. His car looks a bit crippled there.
Oh, Simmons nearly gets into the back of the other Fanatec car. That's Adam Hadfield in the Automech car of McFadden. Now fancies his chances of Newman, but then Craig Evans has run wide going through Priory. And now he looks vulnerable.
I wonder if Evans is going to give this position back, or is Newman just going to force him to give the position back?
I think Newman's going to be too happy about it.
You really could throw a massive blanket over this group. Alex, it's fantastic action in the top 10. And in fact, look at the group behind this one.
Yeah, we've not really
another 10
seen
cars
them.
behind
Kraft,
them.
Janoski, Bunn, Laidler, Howard, McIntyre. Yeah, they're all having an epic fight as well. I'm going to jump away from the front though, because here comes McFadden and Newman.
Final lap then. Oh, very wide for Evans. Really suffering here with the car. Oh. McFadden up the inside of Newman, and again Newman is hit. And again, and surely he's going to be disqualified.
Retaliation.
Oh, you
great there.
Well, I'm not surprised. I don't blame Pete Newman, really.
Newman's got front right damage now. I think McFadden's got away pretty much scot-free.
Been hit left, right, and centre as poor Pete.
Oh, Newman's trying to get back at him, isn't he? I think that's easy to see.
Well, he might just.
Simmons around the outside.
Again, he's very close to disqualification. Surely is Newman.
Oh, now Simmons fancies to get in the mix.
Oh, that's on the inside. I wonder if that'll be a slowdown for Simmons. He was very. He was very much along under. I can't talk. He cut the course on the inside, I think, but.
Now through Abbey, he forces him onto the grass, but he's nearly through. And he is through.
And then the teammates, Fanatec teammates at it. 51 and 52, Everett and Hadfield, but just 2 corners to go for this man at the front. Another fantastic drive. Held off the pressure, came through the field. Wojciech Svidovic, he started 8th. He's going to finish on the top step of the podium here at Silverstone. 3rd race goes to Wojciech Svidovic.
Kip Stevens 2nd, Craig Evans 3rd. Newman is not going to get 4th. It's going to be McFadden that gets 4th.
Oh, and I think was Simmons out of fuel? I'm not sure.
Oh, Simmons just beat Newman by 4 thousandths of a second at the line.
Oh, Smolinski and
Bond?
Yeah, that was really close. Who got that one?
That was 1,000th of a second, Laura Bond in 23rd.
Didn't Laura lose a race by not a great deal of time?
She finished 3rd by, it was like, weren't the top 3 separated by half a tenth or something?
Yeah.
It was, Baker and, it was Kaiser and Laidler, I think, that were separated by 1,000th back in the Winter Series.
Just waiting on Roy Viverke to come through. 34th place, 49 seconds off the lead, but I think he'll be happy just to finish the race. He gives himself a chance of reverse grid pole, of course.
No, I was thinking we'd had all 4 done. We've got 1 more. Hooray!
1 more to come. And yeah, the wheel is going to be spun 1 more time. Adam, if you could take us through the final results of that excellent race.
Kept us on our seats, and I hope it did for you at home as well. Svidovic wins the race. Kip Stevens 2nd. Forced him all the way, really. He had that one opportunity up the inside into Brooklands late on. Craig Evans finishing in 3rd, Stuart McFadden 4th, 5th George Simmons, 6th for Pete Newman, 7th Adam Hadfield, 8th for Lewis Bibby, 9th Alex Everett and 10th Dan Kraft, 11th for Nathan Davis, 12th Richard Gore, Andrew Whitehead finishing in 13th place, Matt Bunn in 14th, Rusty Laidler in 15th after starting in 30th, 37th to 16th for Julian Janowski as well, 21 positions gained, 25 for Pete Harrods, who finished in 17th. He started outside the top 40, and Jake Blackhall finished in 18th after starting in 45th. Shat McIntyre finishing in 19th, then Stuart Atkinson in 20th, Paul Smith in 21st place, 22nd for Jamie Ayres, 23rd for Laura Bond, 24th for Alex Walensky, 25th Stelian Shepelevsky, 26th for Michael Hall, 27th for Jamie Fluke, 28th for Laura Murray, 29th Rob Graham, and 30th for Cesario Rizzo. Ross McFarlane in 31st, 32nd our man who started on the front row, John Roberts, the king of the ring, 33rd Ben Hackerson, 34th Roy Ververke, and then 2 laps down Dave Christie, 3 laps down Maciej Sakovic, disqualified from the race, Max Reiter likewise, and then Colin Cunniff, the car to get towed back to the pits. Same for Tristan Bodis, same for Dave Baker, Scott Malcolm, too much damage for him, he pitted after that crash at Brooklands. Then Mark Woodhouse, 8 laps down, Dan Hunt, Sven Glatzel, Nicole Foggy, Matthew Kieber and Dennis Melcher. Most of those drivers involved in the mess on the exit of Chapel. If I'm not mistaken, that is the second time tonight that Dennis Melcher has had a moment, or had a crash in Chapel.
Yeah. Not been the best of evenings for Dennis, but I'm sure he'll come back stronger in the end. Over to Mr. Simpson then for the final spin of the wheel of the evening.
Yep, one more time then.
One more time.
Maybe a 4, was it going to be 28? This is going to be close. Oh, come on! 28th is.
Well, that is Laura Murray is reversed onto pole position. Jamie Fluke second, so for the second time tonight he's starting on the front row. Michael Hall in 3rd, Stelian Shepelevsky 4th, and Alex Smolensky in 5th.
Like a good grid then for race 4 of the evening here at Silverstone. As the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Touring Car Championship continues. Stick with us here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
On the outside, contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back to our final dose of entertainment tonight at the BSRTC Silverstone. Andrew Woodhouse, Adam Bath and Alex Simpson with you. Adam, we're almost on the grid then. What can we expect from this final race?
Expecting another cracker, really. Race 3 was fantastic, and we've got another reverse grid. Jamie Fluke is in prime position, I think, to take advantage of this one in race 4. Call the whole markings of another great race. Running through the grid then, Lon Murray on the pole, second Jamie Fluke, third Michael Hall, fourth Darian Chepelevsky, fifth Alex Smolensky, sixth Laura Bond, seventh Jamie Ayres, eighth is Paul Smith. He's up there inside the top 10. Single digits, Paul. Ninth, Stuart Atkinson, and 10th, Jack McIntyre. 11th, Jake Blackhall. 12th, Pete Harrod. 13th, Julian Janowski. 14th, Rusty Laidler. 15th, Matt Bunn. 16th, Andrew Whitehead. 17th, Richard Gore. 18th, Nathan Davis. 19th, Dan Kraft. And 20th for Alex Everett. And then the rest of the top 30, Bibby, Hadfield, Newman, and Simmons, McFadden, Craig Evans, Kip Stevens, Wojciech Svidovic, the winner of race 1 and 3. And then Rob Graham and Cesare Rizzo running out the top 30 there.
Right then. What a great evening so far. Hopefully this one will live up to the rest of it. Revs are rising then. Red lights are coming on. Round 59 of the iRacing MSA
Green,
British Sim
green.
Racers Touring Car Championship is underway. Great start by Fluke. He's already into the lead then. Michael Hall flying through as well from the second row. Terrible start for Murray.
Oh, crash in the background. I see smoke and I see cars flying everywhere.
Who is it?
I don't know who it is because I can only see so many cars on my screen. There's an automatic car with a lot of smoke. That's Scott Malcolm. Who else? There is Dan Hunt involved and Tristan Boddice.
Oh, through the S's for the first time then. Oh, off. Big crash actually at the back. I think it's Atkinson. And tell me that's not Paul Smith. It is.
Oh. Paul Smith and car 104. That's Matt Bunn. So Matt spun. Turning again.
He's just spun, I think, as Bunn.
Shades of Porsche days as we go through Stowe. Jamie Fluke leads the race. Second is Michael Hall. More smoke. I see cars off in the background. It's a car stops, but I can't go back far enough. It's a Northern Lights racing car, and it's Ross McFarlane. Lots of action taking place here in the early going. Now on our way towards Bridge and Abbey. And there's already breakaway pack being formed here. Chepelevsky already having to withstand pressure from Alex Smolensky. Murray's still in there.
Look at this with Kraft and...
Oh my god, yeah.
I think we'll go to the front. We might as well go to the front, actually, as you said.
Alright, it's pretty close. Yeah, through the final corner then to complete the opening lap of the race. Jamie Fluke already starting to stretch his legs. But you're right, that Dan Kraft battle, or just in front of Dan Kraft, is looking pretty tasty indeed. We've got the Sim Gear car, we've got Pete Harrod, Nathan Davis and Rusty Laidler. They're back at it again as they come across the line to complete the opening lap.
Fast and furious action here. Silverstone, final race of the evening. And, well, that's what happens when 47 Kia Optimas end up on the same piece of track.
Up to Maggots and Beckett's again. Such a shame for Paul Smith. Don't know what he has to do, actually. Maybe we shouldn't broadcast an event, see how he gets on. Going on to the hangar straight, start the second lap.
Not had the best evening tonight, has he really, Paul?
Right. And I think that shows by the fact he's already left the session, so early night. Early-ish.
I mean, it can feel like a waste of time, I must admit, when you do all this. You do a fair bit of practice, you have 4 race starts and barely have one good one. It really does demoralise you. It's happened to me before.
Colin Cunniff also done. I saw a Fanatec car sideways at Stowe. I can also tell you that the cars are out of the race. Scott Malcolm, Colin Cunniff, Paul Smith. Also in the pit lane, David Baker's been in for a quick stop. Boddice also in the pit lane, Max Wright, Jamie Ayres.
Bit of carnage on lap 1 into Maggots and Beckett's mostly. The Fluke leading. Hall's about 1 second behind. Then Chepelevsky. Then Smolensky. So 4 very quick drivers at the front. Laura Murray doing a good job following that as well. Then it's Laura Bond up in 6th position, continuing her good form. Jack McIntyre in 7th, 8th, Jake Blackhall 9th, Rusty Laidler, and then Nathan Davis in 10th.
Bond doing another good job around this circuit, but for how much longer? We saw her at the front at Virginia International Raceway. Now she's near the front here at Silverstone, but has got that sim gear car of Jack McIntyre right with her, and also the Jake Blackhall, New Zealander, I think. Jake Blackhall is
Brilliant.
Australian. Yeah.
He won't like that.
I was about to say the other one, but then that would have just made things even worse. Apologies. Well, it just has. Apologies, Jake.
See then what's going on out there. There was a bit of a nudge between Whitehead and Craig McLeod-Evans, I believe. That's for, it's like P18.
Indeed it is.
Oh, look at this. Davies versus Harrod.
Yes, Harrod with the red bumpers. Oh, this on my screen anyway. Oh, it's all kicking off in front. It looks like Blackhall and McIntyre might have had just a little bit of a moment there, as well as Laidler.
Yeah, it's very close in there, isn't it?
And now through.
Oh, look at this into Vale. There's a bit of action there. Whitehead and 33. I think that's Janowski. First time we've really seen him tonight. Then McFadden. Not McFadden. Dear me, who's that? Evans, sorry. And then Newman. Then Simmons and Hadfield.
Under the bridge. Self-explanatory. As we go through at the right-hander and into...
Oh, no!
Oh, dear.
There goes Whitehead. Oh, and
Janowski
and Evans. Oh, dear. It was messy, wasn't it? Would have been Ronaldo as well, to be honest. As I can still hear some crashing.
I think it might have been Mark Woodhouse getting pitched sideways there by Kip Stevens.
Bashed around a bit, Woodhouse, didn't it? Who's that in the... That's Alex... Is that Alex Everett? No, it's not. It's the other one.
Pete Harrod's
it was
got
Adam
past...
Hadfield and Josh Simmons, sorry.
Oh, so, no, it's okay. Pete Harrod just getting past Nathan Davis. In fact, Davis has just got repassed. In fact, they're wheel-to-wheel on the exit of Copse as they heading towards Maggots and Beckett. So that a third of the race
I can barely look. It's very close that they're going to collide.
Here comes Kraft.
Oh, damn, Kraft wants to get involved in this as well. He's trying to go around the outside of Davis, trying to take it by surprise. Bob!
Oh. There you go.
Out the way, Sonny Jim.
And here comes Richard Gore. Take one position, even get two here. He's lucky down the straight. He'll pick up the toe. 220 Ks.
Next, no prisoners there. Daniel Kraft.
Who's that on the grass?
The grass. Davis putting
Everett
on the grass. Bibby is coming as well, and this Bibby versus Everett versus Davis equals explosion, no doubt. Almost.
Goodness.
Oh yeah.
It's still carrying on.
That is just expected, isn't it? Really. I don't know what to say.
Coming back. This is all the markings of a quarter panel.
Oh. Like I say, Adam, I worked with Nathan Davis at some point last season, and very nice chap, very eloquent, knows what he's talking about. Turns into a madman when he's in the car.
Oh, it could get worse. McFadden now wants to stir the pot even more.
Me.
It's already boiling over.
Do we have Alex Simpson back with us?
I'm back.
He's back. Hey. Did you get did you get any of that?
Yeah, I've been catching all the action.
It was always going to end in tears with Davis and Bibby involved, wasn't it? Really?
I'm afraid so, yep. Oh, look at this as well. McIntyre and Laidler right now.
Oh, this is lovely. We've got Murray, Bond, McIntyre, Laidler and Blackhall.
Fairly large train into the complex then.
The Lord Murray train here in the BSRTC.
Fantastic.
Runs wide on the exit chapel.
Fantastic sequence of corners. It's going to be brilliant in the British Grand Prix this weekend. Here comes Laura Bond on the podium in Virginia. Oh no, up the inside goes
McIntyre.
Oh, Bosch. Oh, Murray into Bond.
Here comes
Murray
Blackhall.
almost takes out Blackhall.
Blackhall to the outside through club, and now will become the inside for Vale.
Laidler through on Bond into club corner. I do like that classic club corner, Alex. I must admit. I do think they maybe should have kept that.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was a fantastic corner.
And you could set people up nicely because you could run different lines to avoid the dirty air and things like that. Would have been great. What are your thoughts, Alex, on that? Thoughts that maybe Cops could be potentially flat out this weekend?
Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty epic.
And over 300 kilometres an hour through Abbey.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. That would be incredible.
Hey, which is the grip of the modern Formula 1 car, Adam. It's fantastic.
So we're looking forward to on 2017 if we can do that at Silverstone.
Well, too fast for me, I'm afraid. That one we've established.
Slow them down! Yeah.
Here comes Richard Gore. I'll be putting the difficulty down. As fast as the Tories used to say, getting the deficit down. As through goes Richard Gore, and his deficit to Lon Murray is now evaporated. He's got past him. And he's right on the back of Daniel Kraft.
6 of the race, just four to go now.
This has been a good one as well. Bit of carnage. Don't mind a bit of it. But 47 cars. We can definitely sacrifice a few.
Oh, nice battle going on here between Maciek Sakovic, Adam Hadfield. This is about 21st place on back. We've got a sim gear car in there. They seem to be everywhere. It's Janowski. And he's looking to the inside into Stowe.
Yeah, one bit sim gear hardly had any drivers. Now they've got loads.
Oh, where's he going? Oh, he's been hit.
Very wide is Hadfield.
Now to the outside.
Sakovic. He's too used to Race Club Series as well. Oh, Hadfield is very, very wide again. Here comes Janowski, and here comes the Northern Lights racing car as well. That's Craig McLeod Evans with the tartan mirrors.
Hold your breath, folks.
Oh, Sakovic sliding the car into Bridge, former Club Series champion. Season 1, back in the day. Oh, back in the day, it was only, I think it was late 2015 or something like that. But inside, bash! Evans going through on Janowski. Says, have a bit of that.
He's going to come back surely. Evans is like, here you go, mate. You can have the position back, I think. Otherwise, I think
to second and third place as well. Chapalowski just 0.3 of a second away now.
What the Bulgarian can do then.
And it's once again a classic Apex versus CQR battle going on here.
And speaking of Apex, Jamie Fluke out in front by 3 seconds. That's done and dusted for him if he can keep it on the track, you would think. And Stelly and Chepalewski, he's looking to make it a 1-2 finish. Hasn't had the best of luck tonight as Stellian, but he's fought his way through a couple of the reverse grids and decent finishes out of it. He's having a look on Michael Hall then. Hall's having to defend a little bit into Vale. This is Club Corner. As we mentioned, you can take different lines around here. Quite a basic line usually in the touring cars. Not too much variation because it doesn't have a massive amount of mechanical grip. Here Optima. Right on his tail into Bridge, Alex. Brilliant. Oh.
200 plus
Hall's defending now as well, and you can just tell by his lines just a little bit tighter, a bit earlier going in, things like that. So just slows him down more, opens up more opportunities for Stellian to make moves. Just got to find the one where he's weakest.
It'd be difficult to forge an opening, Adam, but anyone can do it. It's probably Stellian Chepalewski.
Trying to prise a gap open from somewhere. And usually he knows where those gaps are. He hasn't got long. He's got 2 laps, just over 9 kilometres. Try and get something here and make it an Apex 1-2. Hall was 10th a second slow on that last lap. Wonder if we can rule out Alex Smolensky at all if these two start going wheel to wheel down the hangar straight.
And he's got an opportunity of getting in there if he really puts his mind to it, Smolensky. Bit of a gaggle as well with Bond, Blackhall, Harrod and Kraft. Oh, and Richard Gore as well. That one's not done. Definitely not done onto the hangar straight, actually. Bond's going to come under pressure from Blackhall. Call looks to the inside, but doing there. Oh well, maybe there is. Ha!
Our Laura Bond demoted of 2 positions.
Got the line all sorts of wrong there, didn't she?
And that's Dan Kraft through as well. Oh, nearly through.
Chepelewski's right behind Hall now. He might be able to have a go into bridge. To Abbey they come. Very, very fast left-hand kink. Abbey, ironically, is now a very fast right-hander. And, oh, look at that. Look how close they are. Through one of the fastest corners on the course. Over 150 kilometres an hour through there. Bit of a nudge from Cheppy. Hall's taking the tight line. Chepelewski trying for that late apex. Alex, when we saw the Formula Ford cars racing around here, we saw many, many different lines and lots of different approaches, and I think that might be something that Cheppy has to do now, is dig into his bag of tricks and really see if he can force his way through on Michael Hall. Hall has to defend well.
Hall's been quick all night though, hasn't he? Sorry, I didn't keep cutting you off.
I was just going to say, I just saw an incident on the track involving Nathan Davis and Stuart McFadden that might get looked at the stewards. Hard to tell, I think, but yeah, that's something unfolded on the exit of Club.
I think I can guess where McFadden ended up, actually, looking at that.
But yeah, final lap of the race. Jamie Fluke 6 seconds up the road.
Oh yeah. McFadden almost ended up on the infield. He would have crashed into the Silverstone wing had it been there. That's another thing. That's another important thing missing from the proceedings this week.
Oh. Topic of the night, isn't it?
Nope.
Whilst we were looking at that, we were missing this battle as they go through Stoke.
We would certainly like the rescan of this circuit, as much as the historic layouts providing us with some great racing. Alex, I think we need to start a petition at this rate.
Quite possibly.
Something important for the House of Commons to discuss as they go through as they go through Vale.
Half of them would just be sat there going, "What is it? What's iRacing? What's that?" As oh, look at this. Chepelewski going to the outside. Hall defending brilliantly. Continues to do so.
Here comes Smolenski.
Oh.
And here he comes. But Jamie Fluke's going to cross the line.
Fluke coming out the final corner side by side between Chepelewski and Smolenski. But it's going to be Jamie Fluke coming home, and he wins for Apex Racing. The line he comes. It's going to be very close between. It's not really in the end, is it? I think Smolenski got a slow down penalty, did he? Or was that fuel? Oh no, he's back on speed again.
Got drive, yeah.
Slow down,
what
I
that
think.
was.
Gore and Bond, that's close again. And Bibby's right there on the inside of that one as we just switch over.
Oh, excellent battle. Still battling. Look at this train of cars.
Yeah, Nicholas Foggy in there somewhere. Gained 27 positions. I think that might be biggest mover.
I think we haven't seen Foggy since race 1.
Oh,
hello.
Blown engine. Stuart McFadden, I think, might have got disqualified on that last lap.
Yeah.
And Dan Hunt's headed for the pit lane on the last lap of the race.
Matthew Keeber versus Stuart Atkinson on the... Excuse me, in the last corner, but I don't think Atkinson's going to get close enough. Keeber's got a damaged car, but Atkinson... also with a little bit of damage, actually. Couldn't quite close the gap to the Alphalatech car. We lost 3 cars on the last lap. We lost McFadden, Dan Hunt and Cesare Rizzo.
That might be connected at all. I'll have a look.
Could be. They were. I mean, well, they weren't really close, but it could have ended up like that.
Hunt entered in the pit lane, so he was able to get going. Came back through the tapes.
And last is David Baker. Alex just coming across now.
Not had the best of meetings either, really, has he? So
good
DNF
first race, and that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the last there. So
a couple of big involvements in early crashes, I think, which it didn't look like, but yeah, a lot of retirements there. 12 cars out, Adam, I think.
Yeah, usually a high attrition rate in this final race.
I mean, still 12 out of 47 is not exactly a huge amount of cars, is it? But what could you say of that incident then, mate?
And the McFadden one. McFadden got a tap through bridge, I think, and it was enough and I don't think it was helped by the car he was battling with, I think was Rizzo, to get forced onto the grass. So I think that became a possible 4X.
Ah, okay. That's probably what ended up disqualifying him.
Yeah, it was a 0X that became a 4X, or a 2X, pretty quickly.
Okay.
Right then, final results, yeah.
Yes.
Win. I was about to say win for Craig Evans, but I needed to scroll up the timing screen. Jamie Fluke wins the race. Michael Hall second. Stelian Chapelewski third. Fourth for Alex Molensky. Fifth Jack McIntyre. Sixth for Rusty Laidler. Seventh for Pete Howard. Eighth Dan Craft. Ninth Jake Blackhall. And 10th for Laura Bond, 11th for Richard Gore, 12th for Lewis Bibby, 13th for Lorne Murray, the pole sitter, 14th for Wojciech Svidovic, 15th for Alex Everett, 16th for Nathan Davis, 17th Pete Newman, 18th for Nicole Foggy, 19th for Maciek Sakovic, and 20th for Julian Janowski, 21st for George Simmons, 22nd Adam Hadfield, 23rd Craig Evans, 24th Ben Hackerson, 25th for Ross McFarlane, 26th for Mark Woodhouse, 27th for Kip Stevens. He started 27th. 28th Andrew Whitehead, 29th John Roberts, and 30th for Rob Graham, 31st for Dennis Melcher, 32nd for Matthew Keeber, 33rd Stuart Atkinson, 34th for Roy Verke, Dave Baker finishing in 35th, but he still got classified, and that still means points. 1 lap down, Stuart McFadden disqualified. Dan Hunt, 1 lap down, I also think disqualified. Cesario Rizzo, 38th, 1 lap down, disqualified, as well as Matt Bunn, finished 4 laps down. Then a whole load of cars finishing 8 laps down, most of them coming from crashes on the opening lap of the race. Sven Glatzel in 40th, 41st Max Wright, 42nd Jamie Ayres, Tristan Bodis in 43rd, Scott Malcolm 44th, Paul Smith, what's he got to do, in 45th, 46th Dave Christie, and Colin Cunniff rounding out what would be a Scottish back row.
All right, thanks for that, Adam. Last time tonight you need to do that, so go and have a well-deserved rest there. Alex, what did you make of that one, mate?
Yep, good meeting all round actually. Enjoyed all of it. A couple of big accidents. Always good to see those as well.
Pretty clean, though.
Just say great meeting. Some great racing.
Excellent. Well, we're running over a bit of time tonight, so I think that's just going to about do it for the proceedings here at Silverstone. Well, thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been a fantastic evening's racing here on Apex Racing TV and iRacing Live. Join us. Oh, when are we on next? I don't even know when we're on next, actually.
Monday,
I don't think we're on at the weekend, are we?
I'm not sure. When's the V8 Supercar start back up again?
That was on last week.
Oh, okay, then no.
So it's another 3. It's another 3 weeks for them. You see, I think.
Yeah, it's a while. So
I think we're back till
Friday. Really, we've got
Tuesday.
The Oceanic F1
Championship
is tomorrow, and then it's back Monday night or Tuesday morning for Rickmatech.
Right, well, we'll see you guys then. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We love you being a part of our Thursday nights. And, here's to a good British Grand Prix. From all of us here, it's good night.